The intensity of our connection is overwhelming, but it's the kind of overwhelming that makes me feel alive. Every moment with you drives me crazy, but it's the kind of crazy that makes my heart race with excitement. When you're near, I lose myself in the energy that surrounds us. It's electric, like every touch, every word, every glance is charged with something more. You drive me crazy in the best possible way, and I can't get enough. There's no escaping the way you make me feel. It's as if you've taken over my mind, my heart, and every part of me that's capable of emotion. You drive me crazy, but it's a kind of crazy that makes me want to stay lost in it forever. I can't explain why I'm so drawn to you, but there's a force between us that keeps me coming back. Every interaction with you sends my thoughts into a whirlwind, and I can't help but crave more. You drive me crazy in a way that only you can. You've become my favorite distraction, the one thing that occupies my mind at all times. Your touch, your voice, your presence, they all drive me wild, and I can't stop thinking about you. You drive me crazy, and I love every second of it. Every time you look at me, I feel like I'm falling deeper into something I can't control. The way you make me feel is both thrilling and terrifying, and I can't seem to pull away. You drive me crazy, and it's the kind of crazy that feels like home. There's an undeniable pull between us, something that keeps me coming back for more. It's as if you've sparked a fire in me, and now I'm helpless to its warmth. You drive me crazy, but it's the kind of madness that I crave with every part of me. Every moment with you feels like an adventure, a thrilling ride that I can't get off. The way you make me feel is like nothing else in the world. You drive me crazy, but it's a crazy that leaves me longing for more. The connection we share is undeniable, and it leaves me breathless every time. You drive me crazy, but I can't imagine living without this feeling. You're the spark that ignites everything in me, and I can't get enough. When you touch me, it's like electricity runs through my veins. You make every part of me come alive, and it's this feeling that drives me crazy. You have a power over me, and I can't seem to let go. There's something about the way you make me feel that I can't ignore. Every time you're near, it's like the world around us disappears, and all that matters is the connection we share. You drive me crazy, but it's a kind of crazy that leaves me feeling whole. You've stirred something deep inside me, something that I can't quite control. Every thought, every feeling, every sensation is amplified when you're around. You drive me crazy, but it's a beautiful kind of madness that I never want to end. It's like you've unlocked a door inside me that I didn't even know existed. The feelings you stir in me are intense and all consuming, and yet I wouldn't have it any other way. You drive me crazy, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. The way you look at me, the way you speak, it all makes my heart race. You've completely taken over my thoughts, and every time I see you, my mind goes wild with desire. You drive me crazy, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Every time we're close, it feels like the world is in fast forward, and I'm just trying to catch up. The way you make me feel is both thrilling and overwhelming, and I can't get enough. You drive me crazy in the best way possible. There's an intensity in the air whenever we're together, something that makes every moment feel significant. You drive me crazy with every touch, every glance, every word, and it's the most thrilling experience I've ever known. You've got this way of making everything feel so intense. My heart races when I think about you, and every interaction leaves me wanting more. You drive me crazy in a way that makes me crave every second with you. It's like you have a spell over me, one that keeps me thinking about you constantly. Every thought, every feeling, every moment is about you, and it's driving me wild. You drive me crazy, and I never want it to stop. Your presence is intoxicating, and it's like everything else fades away when you're near. I'm consumed by thoughts of you, and the way you make me feel is both exhilarating and overwhelming. You drive me crazy, and I wouldn't change a thing. There's something about the way you make me feel that I can't quite explain. Every time I see you, my heart races, and my thoughts go wild with longing. You drive me crazy, and it's a crazy that leaves me wanting more. You have a way of making me feel like I'm the only one in the world when we're together. Every touch, every kiss, every moment feels like it's just for me, and it's driving me wild with desire. You drive me crazy, and I wouldn't have it any other way. There's something about the way you look at me that makes my heart race. It's as if you hold all the power, and every glance, every word drives me insane in the most beautiful way. My thoughts are consumed by you, and it excites me more than you could ever know. You have this magnetic pull on me, something that keeps drawing me closer. It's not just your touch, but the energy between us that makes every moment feel electric. You drive me crazy in a way that I can't explain, but I don't mind one bit. The more I think about you, the crazier I feel. Yet there's this undeniable attraction that I can't escape. It's like a fire that burns brighter every time we're near each other. You make my heart race in the best way, and it leaves me wanting more. In your presence, everything else fades away. I'm caught up in your words, your touch, your very essence. You make me feel things I've never felt before, and it drives me crazy, crazy in the best, most thrilling way possible. There's this wild, uncontrollable energy that pulses between us every time we talk. It's like you hold the key to unlocking parts of me I didn't even know existed. You drive me insane, but it's the kind of insanity that leaves me yearning for more. Your smile, your voice, even your silence, it all has a way of making my mind spin. Every thought is about you, and every thought brings me closer to a place of intense longing. You drive me crazy, and yet I can't seem to pull away. You've become a constant in my mind, like an irresistible force that I can't push aside. I feel your presence even when you're not around, and it's this constant tension between us that makes everything so intoxicating. It's like you're always in my head, making me second guess every thought and every feeling. I can't decide whether it's the way you make me feel that drives me crazy, or the fact that I crave it more and more every day. When you look at me with that knowing gaze, I lose all control. You drive me crazy, but it's the kind of crazy that makes me feel alive. Like every nerve in my body is awake and responding to you. It's the way you speak to me, the way you make everything feel so intense and personal. I can't escape the feeling of being consumed by you, and strangely, I don't want to. You drive me crazy, and it's the best kind of madness. Every time we're close, it feels like the world stops spinning, and it's just you and me. I can't get enough of you, and the way you make me feel is both overwhelming and exhilarating. You drive me crazy, and I've never been happier. There's an electric current between us that I can't deny. It pulls me in, makes me feel things that I can't explain, and drives me to a place where all I want is more. You drive me crazy, but it's the kind of crazy I would never want to escape. The way you touch me, even with the simplest gesture, sends a shiver through my body. You've unlocked something inside me that I can't turn off, and I'm left in this constant state of longing, wanting you more than I ever thought possible. I don't know if it's your voice or the way you look at me, but everything about you keeps me up at night. You're in my thoughts constantly, driving me crazy in ways I never imagined. Yet, every second of this feels like an adventure I can't wait to continue. There's a sense of urgency whenever we're together, like we're both trying to understand the intensity of what's between us. It's confusing, thrilling, and it makes my heart race with anticipation. You drive me crazy, and I'm loving every minute of it. Every conversation with you feels like a dance, a game of give and take that keeps me on the edge. You make me lose myself in the moment, and every time you touch me, I'm left craving more. You drive me crazy, and I don't think I could stop even if I tried. You've become an obsession, not in the unhealthy way, but in the way that makes my world brighter. You fill my thoughts and ignite a fire within me that I can't put out. You drive me crazy, and yet I can't imagine a life without this madness. The way you make me feel is beyond words. Every time I think of you, my heart races and my thoughts become a whirlwind. You have this power over me, and it's a power I never want to let go of. You drive me crazy, and it's the best kind of chaos. There's something about your touch that makes me feel like I'm on the edge of something incredible. The way you make me feel is intoxicating, and it's impossible to stay away from you. You drive me crazy, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I've never felt so alive, so in tune with my emotions as I do when I'm around you. You have a way of making me feel things I never thought I could feel, and the craziness of it all only makes me want you more.